So Eddie Howe has spoken to the media ahead of tomorrow's huge game at the Brentford Community Stadium, where we take on Brentford in the Premier League and looking to make it 7 games without defeat.
Take me home to the banks of the riverside. Take me home to the place that I call mine. It's a place I love best. Yes, it's better than the rest. Take me home to the banks of the riverside.
Hi everybody, I'm Paul, back again with another video, and today it is of course press conference reaction day. Eddie Howe has just spoken to the media ahead of the game tomorrow at Brentford, in which you can join me for the live watch along from 2:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. But we'll get straight into it, and immediately he spoke about Allan Saint-Maximin, which of course has been the topic of conversation amongst a lot of Newcastle fans this week, and he went on to say we're going to make a late call on him. He's been away getting intensive treatment. We said when he suffered the injury it wouldn't be long term, so we're keeping our fingers crossed on him. Now, even in my review yesterday, I thought that Allan Saint-Maximin wouldn't make it, wouldn't be playing, and I think a lot of other people felt the same way, that he wouldn't be in the starting lineup tomorrow because of the injury, and especially because he was in France, of course, getting the intensive treatment, as Eddie Howe puts it. So that will be very interesting to see if he does make the squad tomorrow. I still have my doubts. I don't think that they want to push it too much with Maxi because of his injury record. If there's the slightest bit of an injury there, the way he plays with his explosive runs, etc., that could easily bring on an injury. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. On Javi Manquillo, though, he says, Manquillo came through a couple of training sessions this week. I wouldn't say he's 100% fit, but he's certainly getting closer to being fit and available. So again, not giving anything away on Javi Manquillo. There is a possibility that he will be back tomorrow. If he's not 100% fit, I think that more means that he's not 100% match fit, of course, because he's been out injured. And the only way you get match fitness back is by playing. And I think if Javi Manquillo is available to start tomorrow, I think Eddie Howe would rather start him over Emil Kraft. That's a certainty. Now then, on Bruno Fernandes, Bruno is keen to play and show what he can do to help the team. He's trained very, very well, and mentally he's in a good place. He understands the team has been performing well. The chemistry in the midfield has been very good. He's an intelligent player, and I think he understands his position. We also know what's on the horizon. We have a lot of games to come. The fixture congestion will be packed as the season unfolds, so he will have a lot of opportunities to cement his place in the team. Now, going off what they've said there, off what Eddie Howe has said there, I think Bruno's on the bench again tomorrow. Now, I know when I did the review show last night, we were talking about maybe putting Willock in there, or maybe a diamond formation to include Bruno in the team. But from what Eddie Howe is talking about there, Bruno still has to be patient, because the midfield at the minute has been performing brilliantly and the chemistry has been very good. And what you don't want to do as a manager is rock the boat with the chemistry a little bit. Everybody's desperate for Bruno to play. Even I am. I want to see this guy in the starting lineup. But at the minute, we are doing really well. And the focus is on getting points to get survival, to get into next season. And at the minute, our midfield is performing brilliantly with Joe Linton, Joe Willock, and of course John Joe Shelvey, all performing very well in their individual roles, but also as a chemistry in the middle of the park. So again, from what Eddie Howe is saying there, it's very difficult to see that Bruno is going to start the game tomorrow. Having spoke about it as well, we've had a lot of conversations on social media and on podcasts about Eddie Howe and starting Bruno, and Bruno putting things on social media with emoji eyes and saying, there's a possibility that he'd be starting the game. But from what Eddie Howe says there, it doesn't seem to be the case at all. But anyway, he went on to say about Dan Burn and Matt Targett. Dan has fitted in really well, as has Matt on the left-hand side of our defence. Dan has used the ball really well. He's been composed, talked well, and has leadership qualities. Both have taken to what we've asked them to do excellently. They have defended very well, and very well first and foremost. They have really helped our team, and I've been really pleased with both. So I wouldn't think of any changes tomorrow, certainly central defence or left back. I think Matt Targett will start left back. I think Dan Burn and Fabian Schär will continue in the middle. It's going to be very frustrating for Jamal Lascelles, but he has to accept that, we've got two players in the centre-back positions at the moment who are playing very, very, very well. And, we don't really have to worry about them, to be honest. Whereas, Jamal Lascelles tries to play this offside trap all the time. He's not good enough at playing it. And you watch these guys and the communication they've got already. They know when to step out, when to not step out, and there's no sort of crooked lines across the back four, which has been a big problem when Jamal Lascelles has been leading that back four. So it's going to be frustrating for him. But you know what? You've got to take your opportunities, and certainly at the minute, Dan Burn has taken his with both hands in the centre back position. Now, on Premier League survival, Eddie went on to say no team down the bottom will give up. It's going to go right to the end of the season. We have to take care of our own business, and that's consistently winning games or getting points to try and elevate ourselves from danger. And we've always said that really at the minute, because if you look at it, Newcastle United, the position we're in now, we have an opportunity whereas we just do our own thing. If we win enough games now, we stay up. We just have to concentrate on ourselves and not what's going on around us. For me, I think there's other teams worse than us in the Premier League this season, and there's three other teams will go down. I'm pretty confident of survival this season now. The way we played the last few games, the camaraderie we seem to have in the team, the energy, the passion, the real coming together of the squad, I think is the thing that's going to keep us up this season. And I'm delighted with the way things are going. And I'm certainly looking upwards, not to the relegation places. But Eddie's right. It is up to us. And we've got to do our own thing and just concentrate on our own results. On current form, he says the transfer window enabled us to add some very good people to the group. But I do think the players we've had here have progressed through the weeks and improved. Put that mix together and it's been a powerful one for all of us. Indeed so. I mean, let's be honest here. I think the way that the season has gone, you can definitely see the development in the team since Eddie Howe's arrived. Fitness-wise is unbelievable. All the players look so much fitter. We're not dead on our feet after 60 minutes. Yeah, some people come off the pitch after 90 minutes absolutely exhausted, but that's because they put a shift in. And that's different. That's different. Putting a shift in to being tired out because of the lack of training that we had. But now he's got a training regime where the players respond to it. They all want to play for Eddie Howe. That's clear. But they're also wanting to play for each other, the badge, the fans. There's a whole commitment to this Newcastle United squad now, which we didn't see earlier on in the season. And I think that's again why we should be looking certainly upwards and not towards the relegation zone, because I'm sure by the end of the season we'll be well out of it. And for me to say that after the start of the season that we had, that just says to me what an incredible turnaround Eddie Howe's had and how much praise he deserves. And finally, on tomorrow's opponents, he says Thomas Frank has done a brilliant job at Brentford, getting them promoted last season, and the manner that they've played this season, we don't underestimate them, especially at home. But again, not really stepping over the mark, saying, they're a fantastic side, we're going to have to be at our best to beat them. Yeah, we don't underestimate anybody in the Premier League. I think that would be completely wrong to do something like that. As well as underestimate Brentford, who, at home, they've got the home support. They've had a bad run of late. I think it's 8 defeats in the last 9 games, which they'll be looking to put right tomorrow. There's no doubt about that. But we have a newfound belief in this team, and a newfound belief which I think Eddie Howe is responsible for. Which is why I totally trust his team selection tomorrow. I know I've asked questions in the past about his team selection, but how can we now? The team are playing so well, so agile, so committed. So whatever team Eddie Howe picks tomorrow, I'll support them from the off. But let me know down in the comments what you thought about what Eddie had to say. Is there any frustrations that you've got about players that should be coming in? I know people want to see Bruno, but is Eddie Howe right? He doesn't want to upset the chemistry and the balance in the team at the minute because it's going so well. So that means leaving our £40 million star out of the side at the moment until he's needed, of course, when the games become thick and fast. But let me know what you think. Do join me at 2:30 p.m. tomorrow for the live watch along, alternate commentary on this channel, so really looking forward to doing that. But thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, as usual, please do hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please do consider subscribing on the way to 10,000. Please do share it with friends and family who you think might enjoy the channel, and a massive shout out to our sponsors, Geordie Riffs, guitar specialists based here in the northeast of England. They're offering 10% off your first setup, 10% off your first repair, your first guitar lesson completely free of charge if you mention the Toon review. So give Graham and Natalie a shout for all your guitar needs. Their link to their website is down below in the description, and of course they're on Facebook and Twitter as well. But thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care.